Good morning, it's Dan from Morrison Meadows. I know, not my usual scenery for you guys when you come watch me. So, the reason I'm doing this on the way to work on this lovely Monday morning is because the way this weekend's going, I don't know if I'll have time to do it when I get home. So, story time. Friday night, I was supposed to have old man softball. Canceled because of rain and wetness. So I wake up pretty early Saturday morning, restring the weed whacker. That was tons of fun, let me tell you. Was not cooperating with me at all. Definitely no pro by doing it. Got it done. The reason I was doing that was because I was weed whacking under the electric fence I put up last weekend. Just didn't want it to short out. Cows need to move pastures. They had grazed off all the other stuff pretty good. Their bale was pretty much gone. So they were going to start pushing fences and stuff. And yeah, don't feel like chasing cows all over the countryside. Hook up the fencer, double check no shorts, add a few insulators here and there where there possibly could have been short out. But nothing. Can grab that sucker, no pain, no shock, nothing. Sorry. Got to switch hands. Nothing. Nothing. So, yeah. Still let the cows out in the pasture because there's a lot of green grass and they should be fine. So, got to figure out what's wrong with this less than a year old fencer, and why it isn't working. I'm going to double check. Make sure there's no shorts. I don't know. I'm guessing the battery went bad in it because in the negative temps this winter. I guess I don't know. And it's not holding a charge. Where we've been rainy and cloudy all day. I was hoping for a day of 12 hours of sunshine and we'd get it good and fired up and ready to roll. But I don't know. We'll see. So that's on the to-do list. Figure that out. So, time to get done with that. It's roughly 11 o'clock, noon. Come in the house, eat some dinner, and the Jackson Exotic sale's on. Watched it a little bit Friday night, not too much. So watched it Saturday. I'd kind of doze in, and now I'm watching it. My wife knew I was watching it, so she started watching it. Then she started messing with me that she bought a horse and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't want a horse. They're spendy and I don't, Anyway, don't want a horse. So she was messing with me that. Then I kind of doze off and come back to, and it's the cows. And all of a sudden I'm looking at the cows. And, then all of a sudden it goes, Heather Morrison, you won this one. This was about, 2:30, 2:15, 2:30, just before 3. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So my wife decided to buy a cow. Didn't really talk to me about it. She said, I'm interested, but I don't know. Well, I don't know what that means. To me, I guess that means, yes, I'm buying a cow. From now on, I will take that as, yes, I'm going to buy a cow. So she bought a black Hereford, or black Baldy, whatever you want to call it, and with a heifer calf at the side, weekish old, belted Galloway, brown belted Galloway. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Guess I'm going to Minnesota. So go do chores quick. I know it was a little early in the day, but I knew it was just going to be a there and back trip. Get the kids loaded up. Thankfully, we packed a just-in-case bag. Take off. Going fine. Get through Sioux Falls. Blow tire on my pickup. It's like, God dang it. On the interstate, blow tire. Just blew the tire. And, no problem, whatever. I forgot. The owner before me put special tires on it that needs an Allen wrench so you can get to the lug nuts. And so on and so forth. Anyway, so couldn't get that part off. So we called my mother-in-law. she's bringing us Allen wrenches and some other stuff we might need. Okay, so she gets there with the Allen wrenches. They take the spare tire and go get it aired up because I got that off in the meantime, and that thing was flat, which is fine. It probably is 20 years, never been used underneath the pickup. Whatever, that's not a big deal. Well, each of the little bolts, which was 6 of them, little Allen wrench bolts, were different sizes. One was stripped, so I said F it and broke off the hubcap. So then I stick in, I had 3 tire rod options. I had 2 in my pickup and 1 from my wife's pickup that my mother-in-law brought up. They didn't fit because of how deep they went in. They went in deep and long and whatever. So the one wrench I could get in there wasn't gripping and just spinning. So we go, my mother-in-law runs with my wife, and they go by the T tire rod things. Awesome. One's not big enough for just, I couldn't get it in deep enough, whatever. So she goes buys a socket wrench. So we had to go get socket wrenches. Meanwhile, we were in Sioux Falls by 4 o'clock. About a little bit after 4. The time was all said and done. It was almost 7 o'clock the time we got the tire changed. Yay us. So I didn't know if that spare was going to hold air. My wife thought it was leaking, blah blah blah. We had my mother-in-law drive that pickup home, switch pickups out, hence why my mother-in-law brought my wife's pickup up. Okay, awesome, great. Drive up to Jackson. Other than some construction detours, no real issues. We decided to stay in a hotel because we don't get to Jackson until after 9 now. We're right at 9. Yeah, it was right at 9 we got there. Okay, spent the night, go to livestock thing the next morning. We swam a little bit at the hotel, tried to make fun of it. Got the cow and the calf loaded this time without losing it and running across Minnesota, so that was a plus. But they actually had workers there helping, so that helped. Let me tell you, that helped a lot. Got them on. Decent enough cow, I would say. Decent enough calf. Okay, drive it home. Nothing major. Get to just south of Sioux Falls. Stop at Casey's to get some gas. Look in the rearview mirror. Dang, trailer tire's going flat. Like, well, at least we're at a gas station. It started wobbling about, I don't know, a mile or 2 before I got off the interstate, and I was like, whatever. I figured the wind just kind of picked up. It was wobbling a little bit. Whatever. So, awesome, get gas. Then we're going to pull over to the air thing. Pickup wouldn't start. It would not start. Get out, have to pull out the light plug, or the light trailer connector lights. Yeah. Then it starts. Got it running. Okay, sweet. Get it over. Get the tire up. I'm like, we gotta get home. We gotta get these damn cows unloaded. I'm over this weekend type of deal. Oh yeah. So get home. Get home around noon. 12:30, right around 12:30. So get home, let them out. They're doing fine, awesome, great. About 1 o'clock. Awesome. Meanwhile, this week we decided we were selling Grinchy. So I started just kind of randomly looking for a Nubian buck coat on Facebook. Within a couple hours. Just joined the Nubian goat for sale group and just looking, and because I want something that's pulled and not gonna stick and messing with my ram and not gonna hurt my ram or anything like that. So I'm like, I want a pulled, I want a Nubian, because with all the goats, the Nubians have been the chillest that I've tried. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of randomly look for this because I'm gonna sell Grinchy. Can't get them sold privately. Kind of posted them a couple weeks ago, see what I got. I'm taking him to the sale barn probably tomorrow with Ram Bottom because I'm done feeding him if he's not gonna have a job. Yeah, I'm just randomly looking. Found one south of Sioux City. I was like, oh, sweet. I got to pick up my oldest son from his mother's house Sunday evening. I can go pick up this goat beforehand and go from there. Sweet. So I got that set up. I'm like, how am I going to do that? I'm not taking this pickup and trailer. So I checked the spare tire of my pickup. I'm like, okay, it's doing okay. I'm gonna take a chance and take it, put the stock racks in, and take that, not pull the trailer. Oh, forgot something I did Saturday. Oh, I sold 2 of my ewes. The 2 that I've been running with Shaggy, my ram for fall lambs. They just weren't my favorite ewes. The one was kind of goofy. Couldn't get in the same pen without her running across the pen, and just hard to work with. And it's hard to sell one ewe. So I was trying to sell this ewe all of last year. So I was just like, whatever, you can go up for sale too. Got them sold Saturday morning after the weed whacking and before watching the sale. That's what took so long in the morning. It wasn't just a weed whacking. Anyway, okay, so fast forward to Sunday. Okay, take off. So I get south of Sioux City. The address was Woodbine, Iowa. Beautiful Lost Hills area. Great, beautiful drive. Just glad I did the stock racks and not the trailer. Get there. Beautiful buck, about a year old. Tame, friendly, no horns. He's dehorned, not pulled, so it's whatever. I'm just not wanting my ram to get hurt from horns. That's my biggest concern. Great. So buy him. Price was right. Had an angry child because my youngest came with me because she's also selling some livestock guardian dogs, and he fell in love with one of them. But he was not happy when I said we had to leave the dog. Tried to convince me and his mother all the way home to turn around. Was willing to sell toys out the pickup to buy this dog. Yeah, that's where we're at. But whatever, he got over it, picked up my son, got home, started doing chores, just because I knew they hadn't been done. And my wife's out in the cow pasture. Excuse me. Out in the cow pasture, she sees me doing chores, and I'm about half done with chores. Haven't ate anything, any of the dry lot pens. And she calls me. It's like, the new calf's gone. Mom's been out here looking for it, like the mom cow. Been looking for her, can't find it. I can't find it. Tate's out there helping her. Look, can you come help? I'm like, I'm sure the calf's hunkered down somewhere. But yeah, I'll be out in a little bit. So I finished feeding grain to whatever I need to feed grain left to. So go start looking for this calf. Meanwhile, my one ewe that is left the lamb, I saw had started nesting. And this is after 8 o'clock at night. This is like 8:15. So I'll go out, look for this stinking calf. Cross section, that pasture, I don't know how many times. I was out there till 9, 10-ish. We couldn't find this calf. Everybody was out there looking. I'm like, I am sure that thing is just hunkered down. And my wife's anxiety was driving the steering wheel at that point. And she was just kind of freaking out. I was like, here's the thing, I gotta go check my sheep. I know she's lambing. blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I watch my sheep because she's a ewe lamb, first time lamber. They've all had trouble in one way or the other this year, it seems like. Yeah, every single one of them has first time lambers this year. I don't know what the deal was. And of course, she had trouble. Head first, just head, no feet. I'm like, God dang it. So, try to push the head back in, get feet, could not get the feet. Pull, try. Call the vet and be like, hey, I need some help. I know, another vet. And he's coming from 45 minutes away. So, I mean, he's coming. Try some more to push the head back in and get feet. Could not get the feet for the life of me. So I'm like, God dang it. Another limb bites the dust. Because I worked on it for half hour, 35 minutes of pulling and trying and pushing. And she was pushing out as hard as I was pushing in. My shoulder pops. I don't know. So I just let her take a break, and I take a break and wait for the vet. I'm like, God dang it, I lost another limb. Sat in there stewing and being pissy, because kind of over this lambing season. Well, vet gets there, tell him what's going on, grabs his stuff. Different vet than usual that comes out. So he pulls the lamb out. Not easily. He takes him, I don't know, I say he worked at it 10-15 minutes before he got anywhere with it. And he pulls the lamb out and it does a little head shake and cough thing. I'm like, what the heck? Is it alive? And he's like, I think so. And I was like, holy shit. Sorry for the language, but that's literally what I said. So he's like, you take care of the lamb, I'll take care of the mom. So he taking care of the mom, I'm cleaning out the mouth, cleaning out the lamb. He did some swinging technique to help kind of get some of that fluid out and stuff. So meanwhile, mom is zombified right now. Zombie, not paying attention to anything, not cleaning her lamb off. I think straight exhausted. Which I don't blame her, because she'd been going for 2+ hours. I don't know, I don't think she'd quite hit the 3-hour mark. This is 11 o'clock at night, by the way. And I've been going since, I don't know, the kids got me up at 5 a.m. yesterday. And we're in a hotel room, so they were stuck in a room. Yeah. Anyway, so this is 11 o'clock, something, whatever. So I get the lamb cleaned off. He's he was ready to go. Cleaned on him for maybe 5 minutes, and he was standing up trying to drink. So, I ran inside to grab a towel because I didn't think nothing of it. Then ran back in to grab a bottle because I figured I was going to have to milk her and then just get it in that way. Milked her a little bit, got it a little in him, but he was ready to go. Held him there, he got some in him. She did really well just standing there. She arched her back a little bit, so we can get to the teat a little bit easier. And he ate there for me for a few minutes. And I was like, okay, I'm going to come out in a few hours, check him again. Came out this morning in downpour rain. Yay me. He had eaten. Mom was still kind of zombified. Gave her a little bit of food, a little bit of hay, a little bit of water. She ate the grain, didn't touch really the hay, but she's letting him eat. So as long as she's going to eat a little bit and he's going to eat, I'm not going to worry about her too much. But yeah. Oh, meanwhile, calf still hadn't been found. So wife's still worried about that. So I go back to bed for a couple hours, come back out, do chores, feed all that stuff. Blah, 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 then I'm like, okay, it's light, it's teacher work day today, so I'm going to go look. If I set my time, I'm like, I have to go in, 5-minute shower, get dressed, get going, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to walk outside the fence, because we got a few divots and gullies and culverts and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna go walk those in case it got through the fence, got stuck down in one of those, couldn't get back up, slipping in the wet grass because we've had rain and moisture and mud and all that stuff lately, which is nice. I'm not complaining about that, but like, just in case. So I walk all our little gullies, look in the creek, walk out to our other part of the pasture that they're not access to, just looking for, you know, the smashed down grass where the calf would be laying. Nothing. Walk in, do a couple little passes. I'm like, I don't even know. Like, it has to be here, right? I don't know. Wife's calling me. I'm talking to her. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's just really well hidden type of deal. And I'm like, whatever. She's like, I got to go get ready for work and get the kids ready for school. So, I'm about ready to head in because it's about to my time limit. And I dang near step on the thing. I know I checked that spot the night before. Like, no, for a fact. And, well, I'm guessing when I picked it up, it was a feisty little thing, so it wasn't too hungry or anything. So I carried it over to Mom, because Mom's kind of an idiot. I don't know. She was looking hard for it last night when we were out looking. Or maybe she was just watching to make sure we didn't find it, because she really wasn't calling it. I don't know. Whatever. So I carry it over to near where Mom's at, and she goes and eats. So, calves found. No major issue there. Just my wife's anxiety went crazy, which makes everybody around her have to deal with it. But yeah, it was a weekend. I am over it 100%. Health-wise, everybody's okay. Fun times-wise was on the lower end because of the let's get a flat tire, let's have the stress of not running right with the other pickup, all that fun stuff. Just not things going as planned. Spending a lot of time on the road. Like, yesterday I spent 7.5 hours on the road, I think it was. And that's just a long time. So, yeah. But animals are well. Nothing's lost. So it's all good. Like, but it was a story time weekend type of deal, and I don't need a story time weekend for a while now. Like, I am good. I want calm. Next week I start my summer job, so that might be a lot of hours away from the house, especially where it's been real wet in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So it might be, here we go next week. Sorry, hit some construction, not the smoothest. Yeah, so I'll probably hit the ground running next week, which is all right. Need the money. Always need money, right? But yeah, that was my weekend in a nutshell. Maybe I'll do a midweek update and introduce you to the goat, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so hopefully your weekend was better than mine. And yeah, so as always, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I don't know why I always say YouTube on here. This is YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, obviously you can follow me on YouTube. Anyway, I'm going to call it that. So until next time, have a good one.